Okay, Shalom. Let's give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Blessing Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh Blessing Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Rakakadash. All right, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, elders of GMS. Okay, salutation, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect. Okay, I just, from out there on the highways and the byways today, I didn't really get a chance to get into what I was going into. Spirit didn't allow it. Um, but now I'm going to, you know, uh, and this is speaking on our people here. This going back revisiting again a couple of these scriptures. Yeah, what was it? Second Ezra's 1:5. Go thy way and show my people their sinful deeds and their children their wickedness which they have done against me, that they may tell their children's children, because the sins of their fathers are increased in them, for they have forgotten me and have offered unto strange gods. All right, that's what I wanted to go into, the strange gods that wicked ass Jake is going into, that wicked Jake serves, you know, these strange gods. And you wonder why, well, man, where is Jake doing all this? Where's all this coming from? Where? Jake carries that vibration of the left hand side. And the left hand side, it's anything goes. Which through the Spirit gave me Second Samuel. I mean, I already knew about it, but the Spirit gave it to me. Second Samuel, the 13th chapter. Uh, the brother, pretty much raping his sister. But let's go into this here. Ancient Egyptian spiritual sexuality, and like I said, this is Egyptology. This is Egyptology at its best. Um, and I'm just going to read a little bit of this, and then I'm going to get straight to the point. Sexuality in ancient Egypt is a subject to be approached with caution. Hold on, give me a second. Let me look this up. Wow. Okay, give me a second here. Pulling up my etymology dictionary here. And earlier, I even um, um, mentioned the word what actually was in the scripture. It was in the scriptures, being discreet. Proverbs 1 is in the scriptures being discreet and how you teach. You have to teach how to discretion. All right, but let's look up this word here, caution. Okay, as you see on the screen, it says approach with caution. Okay, it says okay, bail, guarantee, pledge. Okay, from Latin, cautionum, caution or care, foresight, precaution. Okay, noun of action from past particle stem to cavere, to be one, be to be on one's guard. All right, to be on one's guard. Okay, meaning anything which excites alarm or astonishment. Okay, to warn, exhort, to take heed. Okay, and it's powerful how this article just begins. Norm is regarded to sexual behavior, cannot be looked at with our Western understanding of sexual identity. And the Western understanding of sexual is nothing short of any of this. You know, I can even show you an account where um, guys in the Florida got arrested for having sex with actual alligators or crocodiles, whatever they had in their zoo. So looked at with our Western understanding of sexual identity, as many cultures, both past and present, do not create categories based on the same things we do. Moreover, we must be careful when interpreting both written and artistic accounts of sex, as we might cast our own assumption and biases, such as inclination to ascribe to individuals monosexual identities onto those who don't fit into our mutual exclusive sexuality boxes. All right. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna get straight to the point now. Where I'm looking for it. adultery, incest. There we go. Hey, we were warned, follow not the ways of the heathen. And it's repeated several times, Follow not the ways of the heathen. And here you go for your Egyptology madness. Many deities wed their siblings in Egypt mythology. So these are the gods that they're serving, you know. These are the gods that a lot of Jakes, a whole lot of them niggas are into. This is a black. This is one of them. This. Actually, in all reality, Egyptology ain't nothing but another religion. That's all it is. It's just another religion. That they bound. Just again, they're gods, obviously. Many deities wed their siblings in Egyptian mythology. She and Tefnut, Geb and Nut, Osiris and Isis, Seth and Nephthys. Egyptian royalty copied this pattern. King Tut and his parents, for example, were siblings, brothers and sisters. And if you read anything about that devil, this heathen King Tut, he was disfigured, funny built like a motherfucker. Excuse my language, but funny built, built like a clown, disabled. All right. It says, for example, were siblings. This culminated a family line of inbreeding that caused the family to suffer from many malformations, infections, and genetic diseases. However, there is little evidence indicating that the common masses frequently married their siblings. Okay, premarital sex between two siblings was strange, but it was not considered taboo. Okay, let's just say here about homosexuality. Marriage is, of course, no evidence for the lack of homosexual activities or inclination, but it is an indication of the prevailing social attitudes. All right, so this is nothing new with Jake, It's nothing new with the heathens, but, as far as Jake goes, why else would it be mentioned in the scriptures, not to do this, not to do that. All right, let me grab these scriptures here. Okay, I'll put this up. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read second, I'm going to go into 2 Samuel, the 13th chapter. I'm going to do some quick reading here. I'm going to go through it pretty quick. All right. Because pretty much he plotted on getting his sister, okay? It says here, and it came to pass after this that Absalom, the son of David, had a fair sister, fair meaning she looked good, whose name was Tamar. Now I can go into the actual meaning of fair, but let's continue on. Whose name was Tamar, and Amnon, the son of David, loved her. Okay. And Amnon was so vexed that he fell sick for his sister Tamar, for she was a virgin. He was hot, and them loins was hot, man, And Ammon thought it hard for him to do anything to her. But Amnon had a friend whose name was Jonadab, the son of Shimea, David's brother. And Jonadab was a very subtle man. And he said unto him, Why art thou, being the king's son, lean from day to day? Wilt thou not tell me? And Amnon said unto her, I love Tamar, my brother's Absalom's sister. And Jonadab said unto him, Lay thee down on thy bed, and make thyself sick. And when thy father cometh to see thee, say unto him, I pray thee, let my sister Tamar come and give me meat, and dress the meat in my sight, that I may see it and eat it at her hand. So Amnon laid down and made himself sick. And when the king was come to see him, Amnon said unto the king, I pray thee, let Tamar my sister come and make thee a couple of cakes in thy sight, and that I may eat at her. So you can see now he's plotting, plotting to do wicked. Then David sent home to Tamar, saying, Go now to thy brother Amnon's house, and dress him meat. So Tamar went to her brother's Amnon's house, and he was laid down, and she took flour and kneaded it, and made cakes in his sight, and did bake the cakes. And she took a pan and poured them out before him. But he refused to eat, and Amnon said, Have out all men from me, and they went out every man from him. It looks like he wanted to do it in private, showing you that Jake knew the laws back then, that Jake knew the laws, and the same thing now. Jake made conscious effort. Show you, let's just pull through. Jake make conscious efforts to do wicked, and thinking that they can do a sacrifice and a prayer for the Lord to forgive them. I can see making mistakes, but when you're making a conscious effort to do some wicked, the Most High, man, He's gonna take kindly of that. All right. Okay. And he said, and Amnon said unto Tamar, Bring the meat into the chamber, that I may eat of thine hand. And Tamar took the cakes which she had made, and brought them into the chambers to Amnon her brother. And when she had brought them unto him to eat, he took hold of her, and said unto her, Come lie with me, my sister. All right. So let me do this instead. Let me go to open my blue letter on my phone here. I'm keeping this up. Just for Jake to see where I'm coming from. Let me do this on my phone instead. Jake ain't shit, man. Two thirds ain't shit. Okay, so 13. Okay, where was I at? I was at 11. And this is not lawful. And it says, and he said, and when she had brought them unto him to eat, he took hold of her, Hazak, to strengthen, prevail, harden, be strong, become strong, be courageous, be firm, grow firm, be resolute, be sore, be strong. I'm reading the blue letter. Okay, grow strong, to prevail, prevail upon, to be firm, be caught fast, be secure, to press, be urgent, to grow stout, grow rigid, grow hard, bad sense, to be severe, be grievous, be to strengthen. It goes on and on. Okay, to make strong, to restore, to strength, give strength, to strengthen, sustain, encourage, to make strong, make bold, encourage, to make firm, to make rigid, make hard. Okay, to display strength, to make severe, to prevail, prevail upon. Okay, so he forced himself on her to strengthen oneself, to pour forth strength, use one's strength to withstand or to hold strongly with. So he he forced himself upon her. So let me continue reading. He took hold of her and said unto her, Come lie with me, my sister. Okay. Let me go into what does it say about lie here. Sakab. Shakab. To lie down. To lie down, lie on, to lodge, to lie, listen, to lie of sexual relations. Okay, of sexual relations. Okay, let's go back. Let's finish reading it. Okay, come lie with me, my sister. And she answered him, Nay, my brother, do not force me. Do not force me, for no such thing ought to be done in Israel. Now, you see, these laws is only for us, man. Only for the 12 tribes. All right. Do not this. Do not thou this folly. Okay. Now read it again. She answered him, Nay, my brother, do not force me. Okay. For no such thing ought to be done in Israel. Do not thou this folly. And I, whither shall I cause my shame to go? And I, whither shall I cause my shame to go? And as for thee, thou shalt be as one of the fools in Israel. You see, she's talking sense to this animal in heat, man. You know, she's bringing it. Pretty much she marked him. She's marking him. She told him, don't do this wicked thing. This folly. Okay, it says, and I, whither shall I cause my shame to go? And as for thee, thou shalt be as one of the fools in Israel. Now, therefore, I pray thee, speak unto the king, for he will not withhold me from thee. Howbeit, he would not hearken unto her voice. You didn't care. This man was in heat, man. He just wanted to smash his fine sister, you know. So it says, howbeit he would not hearken unto her voice. Listen, but being stronger than she, forced her and lay with her. So there you go. You already know lay means with sexual relations. All right. Then Amnon, after he done hit it, you got to understand his state of mind. Just a demon, man. Then Amnon hated her exceedingly, so that the hatred wherewith he hated her was greater than the love wherewith he had loved her. And Amnon said unto her, arise, be gone. With nastiness, man. He just finished his job and just threw her out. And she said unto him, hey, this Bible is rough, man. This Bible is severe. It don't hold back. It goes and explains it to the point what's going down. Tells you if you're righteous, you're doing the righteous thing. If you're wicked, you're doing the wicked thing. It specifies it all. All right? And we're to bring it out and give it to you, So it says, and she said unto him, there is no cause. This evil in sending me away is greater than the other that thou didst unto me. But he would not hearken unto her. This is crazy. Then he called his servant and ministered unto him and said, put now this woman out from me, and bolt the door after her. And she had a garment in divers colors upon her, for with such rose were the king's daughters that were virgins' apparel. Then his servant brought her out and bolted the door after her. And Tamar put ashes on her head, and rent her garment of divers colors that was on her, and laid her hand on her head, and went on crying. You can feel the pain, man, that she was going through. You can feel the pain, you know. And Absalom, her brother, said unto her, hath Amnon thy brother been with thee? But hold now thy peace, my sister, he is thy brother. Regard not this thing, so tomorrow remain desolate in her brother Absalom's house. But when King David heard of all these things, he was very wroth. And Absalom spake unto his brother Amnon, neither good nor bad, for Absalom hated Amnon, because he had forced his sister Tamar. And it came to pass after 2 full years that Absalom had sheep shears in Baal Hazor, which is beside Ephraim, and Absalom invited all the king's sons. All right. So that's going into something that, well, it's continuing on. Like it says, it's right here. It tells you right here in the blue. There's the Absalom avenges Tamar. All right. So you can read that on your own. And I don't want to make this too long. And I'm just going to go into the law here. How it's not lawful. It's not lawful. I mean, it's pretty much common sense, but a lot of times you have to read it for Jake to know. Especially with 2/3. 2/3 doesn't have the common sense that the 1/3 that elect would have. Literally don't have that common sense. They justify anything and everything. They will justify Amnon's act one way or another. One way or another, they will justify. All right. Okay, Deuteronomy 27. Okay, it says, it's cursed be he that lieth with his sister, the daughter of his father, or the daughter of his mother. And all the people shall say, amen. Cursed be he that lieth with his mother-in-law. And all the people shall say amen. Okay, so this Bible is it's a book of laws, man, and the Most High intends for you to follow it. You know, what does it say about the law? Those that leave it shall die, and that's literal. Those that leave the law shall die, man. You can't be doing these wicked acts. And this is what Jake. These are 2/3 gods. These are examples of the gods of the other nations, man. You know. Well, anyway, Spirit just wanted me to go back into this because I couldn't go into it earlier. You know. So till next time, Lord willing, I hope you were edified, Lord willing. Okay. Till next time, Lord willing, shalom.